Hi, Dr. Starling. We're talking about microbiome this month, but I wanted to talk about a concept and tie it into the microbiome and your immune system. And the concept is coherence. So we've been taught germ theory of disease. You've been taught that a pathogen, a virus, a fungus, a parasite, or a bacteria, if you're exposed to it, you get sick. But that's not really how it works. Well, let me reframe that. It's not just how it works. So if you think of a pie, that's like a small piece of the pie. The bigger piece of the pie is actually this concept of your system being in a coherent state between the chemistry, which we're familiar with, which would be like your immune cells and the immune chemicals, and the energetic state, which would be the bioenergy field, the chakras, the meridian system, and the energetic electromagnetic communication that's between your cells, which they actually have now proven happens. Okay, so having that piece is kind of ignored, and it's one of the reasons why we use a lot of energetic technologies like a bioresonance scanner for looking for infections, or a frequency generator to actually kill infections, or a pulsed electromagnetic frequency generator, which increases cellular energy, which helps your body heal, or detox foot baths, which pull things out through the lymph system, or allergy elimination, which is through the immune system and the nervous system interface. So we use a lot of different technologies in addition to more conventional functional medicine technologies, and not ignoring all of the medications that are available sometimes that are needed occasionally. So that lets us look at this whole cohesive state. And there are a lot of things that can help build coherence, which is really what you want. Now, here's what it means. It means that when you're exposed to a virus, you don't get sick. It means that if you eat something that has a high level of E. coli, your microbiome can handle it because it's in a balanced state, and we call that a coherent state. Now, it's a little different when you think of your microbiome because we think of it as separate, but really it's you. It's more DNA than you have in your whole body, and it makes up and interfaces with your immune system, your nervous system. It helps break down food. It gets rid of half your waste products by breaking it down. It makes vitamins. It helps us produce neurotransmitters. You know that 90% of your serotonin's in your gut. And if you have depression, you have a gut issue, okay? That we've talked about in previous videos, but I'll just throw that in really quick because that's all in the microbiome. So you really have to have these like really coherent states. So everything that we do in the office is really about restoring that balance and that coherence. Whether it's taking something out because like maybe you have a parasite, or you have a pathogen of some other nature, or you have a high toxin load, or you have a fungal overgrowth, whatever the issue is. Maybe we take it out, or maybe you're missing some nutrients and your vitamin D is low. You need to have a vitamin D on your labs, maybe at least 50, in order for your immune system to look around and take that vitamin D and start to go to work, right? Low vitamin D, no function. There are things that you can do to help boost your microbiome. And here's a simple rule of thumb, right? If you feed it, it won't eat you. And if you feed it a lot, it is going to be well fed, right? Well nourished. So you want a well nourished microbiome. So we run a lot of microbiome panels, and this is one of them. This is actually mine. And we use a particular lab test that does a whole DNA sequencing. A lot of them don't. And it lets us really see exactly what's going on. We can start to see these imbalances in bacteria, and it also helps guide us, like how do we support and nourish those little microbes that do so much and work so hard and talk to our body and are really our friends. So you want to just give those guys a little bit of love, and the way that you do that is like by feeding them really high quality food and not killing them off with trace antibiotics and trace pesticides in your food, as well as other things, right? But that's something that I really want to interject if you and isn't talked about a lot, is this concept of your body being in this energetic coherent state, including the microbiome. So I hope that's helpful for you. Please like and share us because people don't know this, and we want to make sure they do.